Alright, Bickley. Just double check that this is recording. And it is. Okay, this is just going to be a quick and dirty one for you, mate. Like I said, I think you're on the right track. I actually think you're doing a really good job so far, because seriously, the biggest reason why blogs fail is because of lack of content, and B, lack of regular content. So, yeah, you may not, posting 6 times a week may not be realistic with a full-time job, but I mean, even if you get 2 or 3 posts a week, just once you start getting a bit of analytics, you'll be able to see what articles people like, and then just post to that. But okay, so we'll start with the Facebook page. The first thing I would look at doing is changing this cover photo, because I believe that's it's a very generic photo. It's a photo that's used on a lot of Windows-based. I'm pretty sure it's one of the users for Windows. It may not be. I'm just going to double check that now. But yeah, I would either look at getting using Fiverr, get like a little logo made up with just the initials. You need some kind of unique branding there, because that's what pops up when you search. Say we're going to search the sports spot here. That's what pops up there. You don't want something that's generic. You want something that when people look at it, they go, okay, that's the sports website. Secondly, I would also edit this page, and I would just change the S and the P in this to capitals, so it sort of emphasizes the words. It's not a biggie though. I like the background. As you get a bit more momentum, it might be worth changing that to a custom cover photo, but that's a really good one. It gives a really quick, like someone just brisking over this page will know exactly what it's about. It's about sport. Your posts are really good. You're very community engagement orientated, which is what you need with a successful blog. As you can see, Ricky and myself are trying to wave the flag for you. But no, it's all this. The Facebook page is just about there, but like I said, I would just change this to a cover photo. I'm just going to pause this quickly, make sure it's recording the camera, the finger movements. Okay, well, I'll keep going, and if it doesn't, I'll do it again. Okay, I would look at, no, Facebook page is fine. Okay, it's just those little things. Now, we'll go to the actual website now, and we'll talk about a few things there. Okay, another thing I would do on Fiverr is get a favicon made up. So whatever you end up using here as your logo out of the capitals, or whatever you use as your little tag, I would get the same thing made to go up here as a favicon. I can help you put that in if you get one created, and it's not a big issue, but it's a big one. You can see here Facebook has one, Gumtree has one. It's just a way of differentiating your site. It's a little thing, but the WordPress one, if you want to look semi-professional, you're going to have to try and detach yourself from WordPress. Everyone's going to know it's a WordPress blog, but the little things just show that you're putting the effort in, and it's worthwhile someone reading it. Another thing I would do is go to a site like HostGator, GoDaddy, and look at getting a domain name. They're going to cost you like $9 a year, but instead of being thesportsport.wordpress.com, you could get maybe, I'd say the sportsport's taken, but we'll check. If it's not, I'm probably going to buy it. Sportsport. I'd say it would be taken though. So this is just to get rid of that WordPress tag. Your site will be still part of it, but we're just trying to get rid of that tag. Yeah, so it's taken. Wow, get that. thesportsport.com.au. I can't believe that's free. Wow. Okay, so definitely do something like that. If it's something you want to do, it's $9 a year. You have to pay for 2 years in advance. It's such a small cost, but it makes your site look so much professional. What it also does is, when it comes to search engine optimization, actually prioritize sites with proper domain names over just WordPress hosted sites. Usually because, like I said, the content is more valid to the content subject. I'll go into that in a minute. So I would look at getting that. If you need a hand with that, just let us know. Okay, now to the site itself, we need to do something about this here on the side. Maybe you can tie in that logo you can get made up for here. That's what my suggestion would be, because they're about a similar size. So, you know, we could, whatever slogan we get made up here, we can put in here. I would go into WordPress and change this menu. I would to add like the about, and I would add like Silly Saturdays, Tool Tuesday and stuff there. If you need a hand with WordPress, if you give me an admin, if you make me an admin, or just give me your username and password, I can set all this up for you. I'm pretty handy with your WordPress, so yeah, that's something I would do there. I would just change that logo. I would keep the scheme that you got going, but I would try, if you're going to get the logo made up, and this is the theme you want to keep, I would get whoever's making the Fiverr account to try and tie these collars in somehow, just so it all ties together. I mean, we can even look at a different color scheme. I would get this changed. I can show you how to do that. That's not a biggie though. So yeah, otherwise the content is super good. Like I said, I don't read many blogs, but this is a blog I go to every day. Something else now we'll go to the side menu here. I would also just rearrange how this is. See how you got recent comments here? For me, that would be, I would move this one up to the top. This is the order I would have it in. I would have newsletter sign up, which I'm not sure you have. Yeah, so I would try and get a mail list going on so that you can contact people via email and tell them when the newest post is. That's something I can help you with. Something you can use for that is called Aweber. I think you can do this for free, otherwise you have to pay, but yeah, Aweber is what you use for that, and you just get a widget and you put it into your WordPress. Yep, and it's just because the value of a website like this is not the content, it's the mind share of people. So like when you go to value a site like this, if you're looking at purely from how effective it is, it's about creating user bases and content user bases. So like you want to try and create an email list so that you can just let people know if they're dropping off. You can let them know that, you know, the latest updates on, or what have you. So that's definitely something to look into, and something I can help you with. So I would go sign up for newsletter just here. I would go your Facebook and Twitter. Like you should have this Facebook thing just here. That should be one of your first or second ones, because you want people to come to the site and go, read a really good article, even if they bounce from Google, and go, oh, I like this article, and then just, you know, impulsively click the like, whether they're going to go on Facebook or not. A lot of people just do that. And then I would have your Twitter feed after that, and then I would get rid of this archives, and then I would just have your categories, your recent posts. You don't want to make this site too complex. This I would move to the left over here. Your calendar, and I would actually get rid of this blog stats until you get a couple of thousand hits, just because you don't want people to think it's a site that's not used very regularly. What else we got here? Otherwise, yeah, the actual site is looking good. It's just a couple of little tweaks. I would start using categories. So, like, see how it's got here on categorize in WordPress. You can set the categories to different names. So I would have wacky sports as one. I would have horse racing as one, and I would tag every post. So I'm not sure if you tag in posts here, but normally you can tag posts that, like, you can put a search bar in, and then people can type in like camel, and it'll come up with that camel racing one if you tagged it. That's something that's really important to blog sites, because you basically want to try and keep them on your site for as long as you can, and then it's up to the content to bring them back. But it's amazing how often people just go read an article, it takes them 5 seconds, and then straight off the site. So you're trying to create stickiness. Something I would look at doing in the future too is starting a forum. You look at Big Footy, right? I think it's Big Footy. this site, I remember when this site first started, it was very simple. And now you look at it's like the biggest sports forum in Australia. And that's all it really is just a forum. But you need the people coming and reading the articles to make the forum, because there's no use having a forum if no one's using it. Now, this is what I was telling you before about the ping backing. It's something that you need to start, if you're going to be serious about it, start needing to do to other sites. So, see how after I clicked that, it took us to this guy's website? This article he's written about Wimbledon fans love veteran Leighton Hewitt, right? He's actually written that, tagged a few things, written an article, and then as you can see, he's pinged back to your site because your site's related to his, and it's something you can do. You can look for sites that have similar articles and link back. And the idea behind it is that your traffic, you're trying to share traffic, or you're trying to steal his traffic. So see how yours comes up here, and people that read his article might click yours, and then go to your Wimbledon site. Oh, there you go. You got your tags in there. That's good. And you see down here, he's got his comment. It's pinged back to his article. So that's a good way of getting traffic that you don't know to your site. It's good to see that you actually got the social media shares in there, and you got the categories. I didn't realize you had that. That's really good. But yeah, so something you could look at doing to drum traffic to your site is start posting on forums like this, and just have it as your signature. Going to other sports forums and posting just insightful comments, and then linking it back to your site. Same with other Facebook groups, going onto theirs and linking back to them. That's always a big way of doing it. Now, search engine optimization. Basically, what would the goal, right? It's never going to happen, but if someone types in sports in Google, right? These sites, Fox Sports, these two sites here have paid for their position. But these sites here, Perth Now, Event Finder, these sites have just organically got there because the Google algorithm is so complex that it's taken a heap of things into consideration and decided to put them on top of the list. And that's what search engine optimization is. It's quite difficult to explain how to do it, but a lot of it's got to do with how information is laid out on your site and how things are tagged and it's basically the main feature of the main way of getting high in organic search results is actually getting link backs and linking through to the sites, because Google basically goes, wow, lots of people are linking to this article and lots of people are talking about this article. It must be good. It must be real content. So they list that higher than other sites. So that's something we can work towards in the future. But if we build with that in mind, when we name articles and ping back, it just helps. Because at the moment, you think, what our aim would be, if someone types in the sports port, we want our site to come up. We want our site to come up first, right? And I don't think it'll be too difficult to do, but at the moment, I don't even think we're listing up yet. So that's something we have to work on. It won't be too difficult to get to the first of these, but it's just a time thing. And just don't get disheartened if if it's not happening straight away, because it does happen. It just takes time for Google to index the internet. So no, that's just about it. Obviously, you don't have to take any of it on board, but I do have a fair bit of experience when it comes to this kind of stuff. And like I said, I'm happy to help you in any way I can, especially with the WordPress side, and just getting it set out right. Maybe changing some colors and things like that to how you want to do it. I'm going to leave this here. If you have any questions, just let us know, mate.